Thank you to every army around the world who never stops loving and protecting Jimin, not only in the real world, but also deep within your hearts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, so you won't miss the next emotional and suspenseful stories from behind BTS's glittering stage. The stories not everyone dares to tell. In the dazzling world of K-pop, where every flash of light can turn into a storm, there is one name rarely mentioned, but whose power is undeniable: Liu Song. He's not an artist, not a manager, not a producer, yet he is the final wall between him and the world. But the question remains, why can't anyone, not even official staff, touch Jimin without Liu Song's permission? Is it simply a matter of protocol? Or is there a deeper secret behind this silent man's discipline? For some, being a bodyguard might sound simple: stand still, observe, protect. But for Liu Song, it's more than a job. It's a vow, a wordless promise woven into every step, every breath, every sharp glance. ARMEs who pay close attention to Jimin's movements know it well. Behind every walk through an airport, behind every smile at a concert, there's a shadow in black, always one step behind him. That shadow is Liu Song. Yet few realize how strict the rules under his watch truly are. Some insiders whisper, no one, not even the makeup artists or stylists, can touch Jimin unless Liu Song gives permission first. It might sound excessive, but to Liu Song, Jimin's safety isn't negotiable. For him, Jimin isn't just an idol, he's a sacred responsibility. He is known as the most disciplined leader of all celebrity security teams in Korea. When Jimin walks through a sea of fans, hands reaching out, cameras flashing like lightning, and chaos everywhere, Liu Song never flinches. His eyes stay sharp, his steps calculated, his calm unshakable. How can someone stay that composed in the middle of a storm? Is it pure experience, or something more personal that binds him to Jimin? In countless airport videos, armies have noticed something odd. When Jimin is about to be brushed by a fan's hand or a journalist's camera, Liu Song only lifts his finger slightly, or tilts his head for a second, and suddenly, everyone freezes. That small gesture feels like a secret signal, a code understood only by his team, and perhaps by Jimin himself. So the mystery deepens. Do Jimin and Liu Song share a silent language that no one else can understand? In several clips, Jimin seems to shift his body in sync with Liu Song's subtle movements. No words, no visible cues, just pure, silent coordination. So the mystery deepens. Do Jimin and Liu Song share a silent language that no one else can understand? In several clips, Jimin seems to shift his body in sync with Liu Song's subtle movements. No words, no visible cues, just pure, silent coordination. Once, during a massive concert, an overexcited fan tried to rush toward the backstage corridor. Before anyone could react, Liu Song was already there. He didn't shout, he didn't push, he simply stood between Jimin and the world, and his presence alone was enough to stop everything. That wasn't just bravery, that was instinct, the reflex of a man who's made a promise. No one touches him without my permission. No one truly knows, but the way Liu Song looks at Jimin, calm yet loaded with meaning, has made many wonder, what kind of loyalty is that? Many fans have started to give him a nickname: the Silent Wall, an invisible wall, cold, strong, yet filled with quiet compassion. Every time Jimin steps out in public, Liu Song is the first to sweep his gaze across the room, ensuring every corner is safe. Each of Jimin's steps isn't just the step of a superstar, it's a step protected by countless unseen eyes, commanded by one voice, Liu Song's. A former Hybts staff member once told a story. During an international event, when Jimin was walking through a hotel corridor toward the VIP area, a foreign crew member tried to lightly touch his shoulder to guide him. In less than a second, Liu Song was there. He didn't yell, but his eyes said it all: without my permission, don't even try. The staff froze in place. From that moment, no one ever dared to reach toward Jimin again without signaling Liu Song first. And strangely, Jimin never seemed uncomfortable with that. Instead, he often smiled softly at Liu Song, as if saying thank you for a protection that never fails. But this raises another question. Was it Jimin who personally requested this level of protection? Or was it Hybe who appointed Liu Song to watch over him so closely? Or perhaps, is this bond built on mutual trust, where the artist knows that in a world so cruel, there's only one person he can truly rely on? Fans have started to see another side of their relationship. In the behind-the-scenes video of Yet to Come, Jimin is seen walking slowly off stage, while Jusong stands quietly at the right corner. As soon as Jimin steps into the shadow, Jusong bows slightly, and Jimin responds with a small, grateful smile. It was only a split second, but enough for Army to feel the silent understanding between them. Respect, safety, and perhaps affection in silence. Now, as the world keeps spinning and the lights never dim, one thing remains unchanged. No one touches Jimin without Lee Jusong's approval, not out of arrogance, but out of a belief that every touch towards someone as precious as Jimin must pass through the man who understands what it truly means to protect. And maybe that's the biggest secret of all. Lee Jusong isn't just Jimin's bodyguard. He's the keeper of his peace, the guardian of his private world, and the silent protector of his humanity. So, who is Lee Jusong, really? Is he merely a professional doing his job, or someone chosen because he understands Jimin beyond the surface of fame? Are his gestures orders from Hybee, or unspoken vows born out of a personal mission to protect what he values most? The questions linger in the air, unanswered, but one truth stands firm. As long as Lee Jusong stands behind Jimin, no one, not even the world, dares to touch him. The beginning of the shadow, how Lee Jusong met Jimin, before he became the man standing silently behind one of the most beloved idols in the world. Lee Jusong was a name whispered only in the corridors of elite security circles. He was the kind of professional who left no trace, no social media, no interviews, no spotlight. Those who knew him described him with one phrase: he doesn't protect celebrities, he protects souls. But how did someone like him, a man of steel and silence, end up guarding the heart of BTS's most delicate member? It began years ago, long before Jimin became a global icon. Hybee was searching for someone different, not just a bodyguard, but a protector who could understand the weight of fame and the fragility of emotion. Someone who could read danger before it appeared. Someone who could move through chaos without causing a single ripple. And when the agency met Lee Jusong, they knew instantly. He wasn't there to follow orders. He was there to create safety. Rumors say Jusong once served in a special security division, trained in negotiation, emotional control, and nonviolent disarmament. He had seen the worst of human behavior and still chose gentleness as his shield. That, perhaps, was what made him different. He didn't guard with power, he guarded with presence. When he first met Jimin, it wasn't under flashing lights or cameras. It was in a quiet practice room, late at night. Jimin was sitting on the floor, head resting on his knees, exhausted after hours of rehearsal. His body was trembling, his breathing uneven, not from physical pain, but from the weight of perfection. And when the agency met Lee Jusong, they knew instantly. He wasn't there to follow orders. He was there to create safety. Rumors say Jusong once served in a special security division, trained in negotiation, emotional control, and nonviolent disarmament. He had seen the worst of human behavior and still chose gentleness as his shield. That, perhaps, was what made him different. He didn't guard with power, he guarded with presence. When he first met Jimin, it wasn't under flashing lights or cameras. It was in a quiet practice room, late at night. Jimin was sitting on the floor, head resting on his knees, exhausted after hours of rehearsal. His body was trembling, his breathing uneven, not from physical pain, but from the weight of perfection. The door opened silently, and there stood Lee Jusong. No words, no formal introduction. He simply placed a bottle of water. "You don't have to look around tonight. I'll watch for you." That moment changed everything. From that night on, something unspoken began to grow between them. Jimin didn't need to ask for help. Jusong was always there. When the noise outside became too loud, he was the silence beside him. When fans pushed too close, he became the invisible wall. When Jimin smiled on stage, somewhere in the crowd, Jusong's eyes followed, not with pride,